We got 3 weeks left in the season, and the reality is the draft is how you build a football team, and that's what we look upon to really change this roster for the positive. I mean, we're seeing some positive steps that's taking place with some wins and getting better comes to scheme and believing in the coaching staff, but we need to get better when it comes to player personnel, and that's what the draft is for. And in this video, I'm going to go over 4 mock drafts done by PFF, Todd McShay, CBS, Fanside. We're going to get into it and see what they selected for the Detroit Lions. Now, when I looked at these picks, not every pick is the same. You got picks all over when it comes to the first round. That's just how they have it, and I'm going over with what they did. But if you're an individual who really likes to swing with a noose, but not using your 2 points of contact, but using your neck, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors, and this team can leave you hanging. Also, go ahead and wrap that around the throat of the like button. Let's make sure that that like button gets squeezed out as much as we can. Let's get into Mocking the Mock. We're going to start with Pro Football Focus and who they have the Detroit Lions selecting. Even though the Detroit Lions are not the first pick in the draft, they have the Lions getting one of the best players in the draft, and that's Kayvon Thibodeaux, the edge out of Oregon. 6'5", 258. And if you've heard reports earlier by Jonasina Anderson, they want to get Kayvon Thibodeaux with the first pick. They still get him with the second pick in the draft. He is an individual that can kind of do it all. He can step back. He can play linebacker if need be, get after the quarterback. Got a massive, fast first step. Very good athlete regards to explosion, agility. In the passing game, he's explosive. Demonstrates very good ability to counter. Doesn't have to win in the initial move. He rushes. Great instincts. Shows uncanny ability to set the lineman, get through the game. In the run game, he plays heavy hands and does a great job. Point of attack. Exactly kind of what you want to see with the Detroit Lions on that first pick. Let me know in the comment section, would you be happy if the Lions pick Kayvon Thibodeaux with the second pick in the draft? Let's jump to the next pick for PFF, and that's 24 overall, and they select wide receiver George Pickens with the 24th pick. Pickens, he's a very good athlete regarding body control, agility. He is that prototypical size of 6'3", not small at 200. In the passing game, he has skill to align in and outside. Smooth and fluid route runner who threatens man coverage with speed. He displays good ability, quickness, top route, and separate against the man coverage. He also very good hands-to-eye coordination, tracking the ball. The deep ball also showing good soft hands to extend and catch the football away from his frame. The Lions need help at wide receiver. George Pickens is a very good wide receiver. It really depends, though, in all honesty, what wide receivers would be available at 24. With the 2 picks here, I concur. If that's kind of what's available at number 2, I definitely believe they'd take Kayvon Thibodeaux. Depends on what wide receiver would be there at 24, but I can't argue with taking Pickens. Let's jump to CBS mock draft, and that's by Wilson here. Now, this is the mock draft I think would be somewhat of a disaster for the Detroit Lions. Of all these mock drafts, I think this would be the worst one. But Derek Stingley, the cornerback out of LSU, is the best corner in the draft, and he has definitely got some pros to his game. This guy is more of a press scheme where he can use his strength to press wide receivers, disrupt the timing, the opposing offenses. He can play in multiple scheme zone concepts, integrated so he can get it to the quarterback and instinct and intercept the passes. Look, he's a former 5-star recruit. He's ranked 1 at least on my board. In 2020 and 2021 seasons, he was inconsistent due to some bevy of coaching changes, and he missed some games due to injury, but he has elite speed, fluid hips, allows him to match wide receivers, step in and step out, breaks while possessing, instincts to intercept the passes, and definitely make a play on the football. Elite athleticism, rare ball skills, a generational talent at the cornerback position. We don't know what's going on with Kuda. Jerry Jacobs, out for the year. I can understand if the Lions picking at 5, and this is because they believe the Detroit Lions win the game, by the way, to pick 5. Them taking Stingley there. If other prospects, I feel, if Kyle Hamilton is not there, the 2 defensive ends are not there, I can understand them going Stingley due to value. But the pick at 24, I completely disagree with. This is quarterback Carson Strong out of Nevada. He is a big, though, quarterback. He's 6'4", 215 pounds. He is strong, has average athleticism regarding mobility outside the pocket in the run game. He isn't much of a threat to defense for running, therefore running away from zone concepts, and with him is problematic. The passing game, he thrives. He's more traditional pocket passer, very good arm strength, throws the ball, good base, mental processing to make the quick decisions. He has opportunity to, with a quick release, easily gets the ball out of his hands. He goes through his progressions and will check it down if necessary. One of the best assets is his ability to take care of the football. Some of his turnovers or exposures were situations where his receivers let him down. The issue with Carson Strong is not his ability to throw the football. His issue is health, and he has had knee issues, 3 surgeries, and this guy is young. To have that many surgeries, you'd have to say it's problematic to his long-term ability as a quarterback for the Detroit Lions. I would disagree with this pick. I think going safety or wide receiver would be much suitable. What do you think about this draft here? Let me know about CBS Mock Draft. Give it a grade, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comment section. Now we're going to get into probably the best mock draft I've seen so far in any mock draft, and this is from Fan Nation. This is an absolutely fun one here. Now, they have the Detroit Lions making 2 trades in the first round. So the Detroit Lions hold the first pick. They trade it to the Philadelphia Eagles. They get 9 and 19. So 2 first-round picks from the number 1 pick. Then the Detroit Lions trade back into the first round from 33 to get pick 27. Unknown what else they gave up with the Tennessee Titans, leaving the Detroit Lions with 4 first-round picks, pick 9, 19, 23, 27. Let's get into their selections. With the 9th pick, Derek Stingley actually falls to the Detroit Lions at 9. This would be a massive value pick. I'm not going to go over what I just talked about, but him falling to 9 seems unrealistic. But if this did occur, I think it's a no-brainer, even though we don't need, I feel, to get a cornerback at that high. But him falling at 9 just seems kind of outlandish there. It could be an Ajabo, a player. The defensive end from Michigan could be a selection there. Not going to go over his abilities. But the Detroit Lions get wide receiver with the 19th pick, Garrett Wilson out of Ohio. He could be one of the best wide receivers in this year's draft. He really could be. Now, he's not the biggest size at 6 foot, but he is freaking-namic. Wilson is a threat with the deep ball. His hands offers the kind run catchability that sure commands a role in the NFL. Wilson, who's part of the crowded wide receiver core out of Ohio, enjoyed a career projecting the best NFL games as a slot receiver where short ability, he can play outside, offer him more room to work, create space, more natural, crafted on offense. Paralleled Wilson often as Ohio State would be to help both maximize his immediate impact and allow creative touches, get him out of college to the pros. Appreciate his versatility, offensive weapons to play, inside, outside, bubble glance threat, jet motion, sweeps, leverage perimeter, underneath receiver. They utilize his burst to carry across the middle of the field. Think of Deebo Samuel when you think of Garrett Wilson. He could be one of those receivers for the Detroit Lions. Another receiver they can look at is Jamison Williams. I think that's very possible. Drake London, another wide receiver. There'd be a lot of wide receivers they can look at 19, but so far not bad. Let's go to the next 2 picks for Fan Nation. Smash the like button. I'm going against Harrison Graham from Chat Sports. He represents the Chicago Bears. Let's show the Chicago Bears at Chat Sports that the Pride Nation is a little bit better with the likes on this video. At 23, the Detroit Lions select Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. This guy is freaking fantastic. I actually had him in one of my mock drafts. just an absolute sick playmaker. This guy can do it. Fifth-year junior aligns and the Ute defense. He's good athleticism, quickness, ability, agility, passing game in the area. Improved this last year. Assessment pegged him as a 2-down linebacker, but he's a 3-down linebacker. In the passing game, he can rush inside and outside, stiffness of space, get the depth and zone drop, come up, tackle underneath, thumper in the run game, downhill and physical. He's an anchor tackling machine. This player would be absolutely amazing with Aaron Glenn in the Lions linebacking core. Immediate upgrade. And at 27, let's just go ahead and kill it again with an absolute steal of a safety here. Jalen Pitre, this guy is the bomb. This guy is, I've said it before, he is a thumper. He will punch you in the mouth. Very good size, 6 foot, playmaking ability, getting turnovers, exactly what you need, athletic, one of the best safeties in this year's draft. Pair him up with Tracy Walker, Devin Lloyd, Stingley, Monty Awarie, Jerry Jacobs, and we don't even know what's going on with Akuda. And you're dealing with one of the best young defenses. This would be a absolutely fantastic draft if occurred. Fan Nation, hats off to you. Last, and surely not least, we're going to go with Todd McShay's mock draft here. He has the Lions taking Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan. Do I really have to go over what this guy does? He's a big-bodied defensive end edge rusher, 6'5", 270. It just destroys offensive linemen. Dominated in college this year. Helped Michigan to get to the success it does. With his ability to smack the quarterback and stop the run, the Detroit Lions defensive line would be one of the scarier, younger defensive lines in all of football. You put him with Akwara brothers, Aidan Hutchinson, Charles Harris, probably get re-signed, Ali McNeil, Levi Nwuzurike. Good luck trying to defend against that. Then at 25, they have the Detroit Lions taking Sam Howell, the quarterback out of North Carolina. I kind of understand this. He's a tough competitor. He's battled through injuries this year. He hangs tough. Pocket keeps his eyes down the field. Dual threat. Very athletic. He can run if need be. Pass the football. Accuracy. Under pressure. He's not bad. And I do see him being more consistent in the red zone. He can progress, release, and his arm strength is very high. It's not the best elite arm strength when you think of maybe a Justin Herbert, but very good. His leadership is very accomplished, and he can do well as a quarterback. But after seeing kind of what going on with Jared Goff, I don't think they're going to go quarterback in the first round. I would suspect safety or wide receiver at this position. I've talked about it endlessly. You plug in a receiver there or a safety. I think that's probably what the Lions go with. What mock draft was the best one for you? Put the name of the person or the group that you thought did the best mock draft. Personally, again, Fan Nation, I loved it. Having 4 first-round picks and just stealing the draft, I think, would really help out the Lions all around. That would be awesome to me. In the upcoming videos, we do got the One Pride podcast on my channel tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Going to be a fun show. Saturday mailbag segment. Sunday, Lions versus Atlanta Falcons. Get ready for it. It's going to be a fun game.